And I'm the head coach and owner of Titan Fighter Gym in North London. I've been doing martial arts for a very long time, you know, all different types of martial arts, and I decided to open up my own school in '97, and then it went from a garage to where it is at the moment. There's lots of people that want to, you know, enter the realm of MMA, but it's a lot of dedicated time. You know, there's so much you've got to learn, and so many hours spent in drilling the different arts. Whether you've got boxing, Muay Thai, wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, there's so much. So it's pretty much a very, very difficult sport to go into, and obviously get to the top. Lots of people are attracted to MMA because there's so many ways of finishing the fight. When it came to boxing at one time, people loved Mike Tyson because he could finish. Well, the same thing with MMA. There's so many ways in which you can kind of like finish the fight, whether it's you're knocking somebody out with a kick, an elbow, you know, a punch, you're submitting somebody, you're taking somebody down. You know, there's ample ways of doing that, and that's what makes it so exciting.
My name's Mark Smith. I'm one of the head coaches down here at Team Titan. Really what brought me into sport was when I was younger, where I grew up, I was severely bullied. Sort of couldn't really go out day to day without getting beat up. It's exactly the same at school. I was going to school sort of fear of getting beat up all the time, and it's sort of a bit of a sob story really, I guess, a bit of a feel sorry for me one. My mum was disabled, she couldn't really do anything, and it sort of fell upon myself to learn some kind of self-defence. I was under the real understanding that most self-defence classes were not real enough. They were fake. They were teaching you some art from 2,000 years ago which had no relevance in modern society. So, I mean, we walking down the street one day, I see a little door with a sign on it saying first lesson free, street self-defence. And it just happened, I thought, I'll give it a go. And it sort of came from there. The first thing the guy taught me was if someone gets you in a headlock, and I thought I've been running around the school in a headlock for the last couple of years, so that was pretty handy. And then it just sort of went from there, from strength to strength, and before I knew it, as I say, the rest was history. I became a fighter. To be successful in this sport, I mean, first and foremost, you have to be dedicated. Realistically, it has to become your life. You have to be passionate about what you do, just like anything. If you want to succeed in something in life, you've got to put your all into it. Now, as for disciplines, you can't leave any card left unturned in this day and age. You have to be proficient at boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, and grappling. Now, if there's an emphasis anywhere in this day and age, it would be on your wrestling. But to be fair, if you can't grapple, if you can't strike, you're going to come unstuck. Someone's going to catch you out somewhere along the line. As a coach, there's certain things I'm looking for. Now, I have the utmost respect for anyone who walks through my doors. Anyone who walks through and comes onto this mat, I know they're here because they want to do something with their life. Whether they're just looking to get fit, whether they want to be a fighter, or whether they're just looking to sort of achieve some kind of confidence in what they're doing. Now, I know, because of where I've come from, where you can go. Now, it all depends on what the people are doing, what they're looking for. I get guys here who are, as I say, just doing it for recreation. If the guy's a fighter and they want to fight, they need to have that something extra. By that, I mean they need to have that extra bit of dedication, that extra sort of push, that when their mind is telling them to quit, they can override that desire and replace it with the will to win. And I believe that I can tap into that with anyone. Now, as a coach, I think that is my main priority, to understand my students, not just to understand them as fighters, but understand every aspect of them, the reasons behind why they're doing this sport, the reasons why they wish to go where they're going. Because when you understand someone on a personal level, you can help them to achieve anything they need to in life. Now, when I look at this sport and I see the reasons why people are attracted, first and foremost, it is the ultimate test. And for you to pit yourself against another human being who's trained just as hard as you, it means an awful lot to get in there and try and display your skills. Now, I honestly believe a lot of people may be attracted to the sport now because they like the glamorous side of it that they believe they see. When they look at two fighters in the cage, they think, oh yeah, I want some of that, I want to be a fighter. And it's not, it's more than that. It's more than what people see. It's like the mafia movies. They make it out to be something kind of great and amazing. It's really not. There's a lot of hard work that goes into it. And mainly when people do come through the door and they realise how tough it is, those guys who you're left with that want to be fighters, they're there because they really want to test themselves more than they've ever done in their life. And I believe that when you conquer something like this to become a fighter, that there's really nothing left in life that you're going to find hard.
Hello, my name is Juan Milano. I'm the resident strength and conditioning coach here at Titans MMA. I'm also a functional movement specialist. I'm 39 years old. I've been doing martial arts pretty much all my life, from way back in South America. At the age of 10, I was doing taekwondo, I've done karate, I've done judo, I've done Wing Chun, I've done Pak Mei, I've done a bit of grappling, but for the last 15 years I've been doing Muay Thai. Throughout that period, I pretty much always kept some kind of either powerlifting, bodybuilding or strength and conditioning training to tie everything together. I soon realised that you need a good level of strength and conditioning, not just to enhance your training, but to protect you from your training. Then if you throw a bit of function into that, and by function I mean moving efficiently. So basically moving in a way that doesn't sap your energy. And you'll find that at the top level of most sports, but particularly fighting, you'll see people like Anderson Silva who make things look effortless. And that's basically just fluidity and efficiency of movement. Without that, you then create what are called energy leaks. A best example would be trying to jog with a limp. That would basically utilize a lot more energy than normal. Being dysfunctional or being weak in certain areas or not moving particularly well is an energy leak. And for a fighter, the more energy leaks you can minimize and the more efficiently you can fight with minimum energy expenditure and a high level of skill, the better the outcome of the fight, I believe. Obviously you have to throw other things into the equation, mental strength, mental toughness, skill, speed, strength, endurance, power, balance, coordination. There's so many things that make up a good fighter, and even then you have to add a little bit of character, you know. So there's so many variables. My job as a strength and conditioning coach is basically to take care of as many physical variables and attributes that fighters need to enhance their fight game, their fight plan, so to speak. The MMA world is slowly accepting and realizing the huge importance of strength and conditioning. You've now got guys like Joel Jameson, JC Santana, even people like Charles Poliquin, Even people like Gary Graves, a functional movement specialist, Martin Rooney. Again, these are, I mean, Martin Rooney, Joel Jameson have pretty much made a career out of strength conditioning for MMA.